Hey there! Welcome to the studio, friends of Korb Pottery. We're going to take just a couple minutes and go through the idea of centering and pulling up a, well, we'll start with centering and see where it goes from there. I know I'm making spoon rests, so when I do mine, instead of a ball of clay, I try to do a potato, and then I shoot for center the best I can. Before I even turn the wheel on, what I do is I press the clay around to lock it in place. Some people will push all the way down and around, and you're going to find different things that work for you. When I am centering, my right elbow, can't really see it here, or my left elbow rather, is locked in to my hip, and my right hand, there we go, is locked into my hip and very wet on the wheel. And my right hand is locked onto my leg across the way, the right leg. And this is what kind of curves around and helps pull up and pull down when I'm coning up and down. So a bit of water on there. Left hand's locked into place, not moving at all. Right hand, right hand is squeezing, and I'm coning it up and coning it down. I've only got 10 ounces of clay here. Not a lot of clay. It's actually harder sometimes to center smaller bits than larger bits. So I'm coning up, squeezing it tall like that. And then as I cone it down, I'm kind of pushing forward in a forward motion with my right hand, and I'm using my thumbs to press that down, press that top down flat. Just like that, I got a puck going on there. The cleaner I can keep the wheel, the better. I have 2 buckets for water. One is my water bucket and the other is my slop bucket, so keeping my hands nice and clean and the wheel nice and clean. Once I've got it centered and I want to flatten it out, again, brace my left elbow. I'm going to take my right hand, I'm going to press down with not the fingertips, but more this part of my hand to flatten it. Kind of like a hockey puck. All you Canadian fans, or Milwaukee Admirals fans. I don't know too many hockey teams. And now when I'm going to poke the hole, some people will use both thumbs like this. I tend to use my thumb and my finger, and everything is very braced. My fingers are always touching. Push that all the way, not all the way down, I'm not making a donut here. You want about 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, something like that. The way to determine how thick your base is take your needle tool, poke it in, slide your finger down the needle, and that's as thick as my base is. And I'm going to go with that, that's good. That hole will fill back up as you work. So I've poked it, and now I'm going to open it. Now, lots of different ways to open it. I teach to open it with hand over hand like this and pull backwards. That works. As I do mine, I do mine differently. So I start with water in, and I've got my thumb and my finger touching, and my left hand is riding the outside of the vessel. You pull that out. And this would be a good place to start pulling up for an object, a cup or something like that. When you do, I have, and my middle schoolers, my kids know this one, this is Quiet Coyote because that's what we use to keep them quiet. We go Loud Coyote. Loud Coyote goes on the inside, right hand side, at about the 3 o'clock position, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock. And then my right hand is on the outside, and the hands are always touching. I'm going to push that in. I'm going to straighten out my side, and I'm going to slow this baby down a little bit. So when I was going to center the piece, it was at about 80% its top speed. I'm probably around 50% maybe. compressing that inside. I don't want to have any S cracks, so I'm constantly compressing that side like that. Now if I'm going to pull this up, again, got water on the side. My left hand, I'm going to use my middle finger pushing outward. My right hand is underneath that and pushing inward. And as I pull that up, nice and slow, and I tend to hang out here at the top for a moment, let it spin around a few times, and then I gently let go. I'm going to compress the top here like that to flatten everything out, get all of my particles aligned, all my hexagonal clay particles in line. Get some of that water out of the inside and do one more pull. This was not my intent for this piece, but I want to show you cylinders because that's what people want. Maybe make it into a bowl. Now let's make a cylinder. So my outside fingers pushing in, my inside fingers pushing out, pulling up. Straighten that up. This will work for one of my objects today. That was 2 pulls, just going to clean that up. Rinse off your hand. That is a small cylinder. Now if I want to clean things up, I can take ribs. This was my favorite trimming tool. Clean that up like that. It's getting all the slip off the sides. Clean that off. This goes in my slip bucket. Then I will take my chamois and just barely ride the top edge just to clean that up. Nice and soft and round. There we go. Now I'll take my, that's not what I use anymore. I could take the knife tool and cut into the side like that. I'll teach that because that's what I got, and a lot of people have that too. So you can cut that out like that at a 45-degree angle, like you're holding a pencil, just in like that. I use a different tool, and because I'm going to keep this, I'm just going to clean this up. Slow it down a bit. There we go. Clay goes in a safe bucket. Save bucket. Clean that up on the bottom. And there is a small cylinder. This will end up being a sponge holder. I made a bunch of those this weekend. So if you have any questions, shoot me a note. I hope this makes sense. Thanks. Bye. Oh, by the way, you got to learn this stuff before you can do much else. So centering, poking, opening, pulling, compressing is always in there, forming, trimming, and then what I haven't shown yet is cutting it off on the bottom, and I'm not going to because this is still too wet. Anyways, thanks guys, gals, folks, talk to you later.